These things, I tell you, it's not a joke. We have
I actually believe you. That's why I'm laughing.
Have you ever talked to anyone unknown like this previously? No, we all are casual.
Right?
We all are, four of us are casual.
100%.
No formality. No, man, this, please, okay, you take first, you don't. No. We are sitting like school friends. Hey, what were you doing 4 years ago?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah. What you been up to? That is funny.
Oh, you came to Earth too, huh?
There you go. That is funny. That is good stuff. This is the
Or teaming up.
yeah, the higher consciousness. It's like I didn't really think about it much until this year actually, and this guy activated me a little bit to think about it. But now I cannot stop thinking about the higher consciousness. Like my limited consciousness it cannot be more than 1% of the real perception of the world. And
You are a part of this universal consciousness. See, the material used in this building is from this earth only.
right.
So whatever is used in this if this building says things, okay, I am a building, you are a part of the earth.
Of course.
Once everything collapses, you will again go into this earth. But this body, once you are born, society gives you the name. And then society from all sides comes to you and says, you are Avadh Ojha, you are Ojha, you are Ojha, you are your parents, your teacher, your friends. Oh, you are humiliated, Mr. Ojha. And then till the age of 20, you start believing you are Ojha. And then Ojha has a wife, then Ojha has a friend, and then you enter into this chakravyuh of the society, and if you don't understand it, you will be beaten on all the fronts. Your wife is talking to someone and smiling, and your heart is burning. After all, she is also a human being. Wait, 40 years back, 50 years back, women did not go to school, so they did not have friends. But today, they are going to school, they are going to colleges, they are going to university. They also have friends. Why they will not talk to their friend? But a male, whether in India or in US, cannot bear a woman talking to another male in a happily gesture. He will immediately think, what are you talking about? Because male has been given a concept that masculinity means power. Masculinity, horse is also having. That is why in every powerful thing we use the term horsepower. That power is in horse also. But no horse is worshipped on this earth. Nandi is worshipped, ox, Nandi. But Nandi is a symbol of patience.
A horse only has 1 horsepower, so.
Nandi is a symbol of patience. Even you are meditating, the Lord is inside you. Just sit with your closed eyes and wait. दीवाना तेरा तुझे ये पुकारे ये मर्जी तेरी तू आए ना आए. आपको सिर्फ बैठना है बस. आपको कुछ नहीं. You don't have to do anything. So when you called me last time, so I said to my wife, some people are coming from America to meet me on 6th of July in Pune. She said, yes. Why? I said, they are my old friends. She said, Acha? She has accepted me as I am.
Yes.
Because everyone is unable to decode you. I don't talk. I'm talking to you all these things. I don't talk all these things to everyone because I know if you talk about mathematics to a person who has never studied mathematics, he'll laugh on you. You'll be beaten. You'll be crucified immediately. But Jesus Christ said, I am the Son of God. Correct. I will accept. All the enlightened souls of that time will accept. But these worldly people, and by so much labor, we have befooled the masses. We have given them society, family, name, and you want to destroy everything. When these enlightened souls come into the society, They try to awaken everyone. When you will awaken everyone, what this ruling class will do? One awakened Vivekanand creates chaos. One awakened Jesus Christ creates chaos. Just imagine 5 lakh awakened Indians.
Yes.
Revolution.
And that is why we're here, what we came together for. Because a lot of people study spirituality, but I think the key is, in the same way the wordplay exists with horsepower, with currency, you know, that's the mechanism of the current that flows between us. The truly spiritual seek to conduct a spear ritual, pierce the veil of ignorance for the world, maximize the compassion, awaken the inner light. And that's what we've always been talking about, activation.
You see, there are certain words which have been distorted. Conversion is one word. Conversion means people think that Shyamlal will become Samuel. That is a false conversion. Shyamlal will become Shamsuddin. That is a false. What is a real conversion? Every human being has to go through conversion. I tell you how. Siddhartha was living on senses. Woman was an enjoyment for him. Then he meditates, goes for sadhana, he becomes Buddha, he comes on his conscious. Every woman becomes mother for him. This is conversion. From senses to conscious. Vardhaman becomes Mahavira. This is conversion. Narendra becomes Swami Vivekanand. This is conversion.
You just go in a different person, come out a different person.
Correct. But for that you have to work hard.
Yes.
You have to work. God is not easily available to He is everywhere, but He is not available. Our Prime Minister is sitting in Delhi, but He will not meet you. Until and unless you don't have eligibility. So imagine if you cannot meet a constable without eligibility, how can you meet God without eligibility? How is it possible? It's not possible. And 99% they don't want God. People go to temples, sir. My son has to get jobs, sir. This God will decide.
But we must not judge, recognize the failure of the systems, and build from spirituality into the material world, into the technology, to not try to get the most amount of the loose currency which fades away, but the eternal currency of karma. That's the game we play. Enlightened capitalism. I still want to earn more than you. Our drive, our masculinity, our conquer. But what should we conquer? But what are we
So
doing?
what do you want to conquer?
My lower self, everyone else's lower self.
What does that mean?
I tell you one thing, don't do anything.
The demons. Demon Slayer. That's why we're that shirt.
No, I tell you, you don't do anything. I tell you only one. Sit down. Do it for, I tell you, a week. And then call me after that. Simply sit down. When you close your eyes, you think I'm standing in front of a mental asylum. And do it for a week. Only for a week. And if you start holding your breath, it's a miracle.
I want to bring something to you on this. Because this is actually a key thing which has shaped me. I went to the depths at a certain time of connecting with God, of waiting, of saying, I am your warrior. I locked myself in the basement. I was paying 20 lakhs a month for a house in LA with a bunch of creators. I was sucked in the material world. Now I was using the material world because I felt that I needed that to convince other people for my spirit. I thought, this is what it will take to get other young people to view me as cool, so then I can speak the greater words to them. But I was attracting the wrong people. You know, the people who were not seeking the good word. I was attracting the people who saw wealth, riches, the lower stuff. My house was full of that. The creators I put in there, just because they had 10 million followers, you know. And so it was the wrong way to go about it. And so I decided I needed to renounce all desires as much as possible, seek to just stay to meditate, to create from myself. I locked myself in the basement for 3 weeks straight.
3 weeks.
I did not eat every single day until I completed an entire list of tasks, including my workout. I restricted myself towards every single thing that was possible. I did 75 hard. I did, all these different things that I had learned online. I stacked them all up. Now, the thing that I truly realized is that the world needs heroes to enter the world. And this story of Maitreya was something I started learning about, which is the next bodhisattva who comes and reteaches the true meaning of Dharma, of the true way of life. Because Buddha was not someone who just meditated for the purpose of bringing his inner world. He utilized it. He placed himself in front of audiences of people in order to show that the act of meditation could lead you to fulfillment, could lead you to happiness. But he built a movement. He was an enlightened capitalist. He didn't give up the world of actually going out in the
That
world.
is a very beautiful word,
And
enlightened
knowing
capitalist.
that he needed to build a movement and be tactical. He got the teachings, and I think the key thing that I can take away from that is to say, enlightenment is already here. We've all attained it to some degree at different times. It evokes itself, or we display it more or less at different times. But just like the inequality of wealth, there is a massive, massive inequality of this spiritualness. And so to take our enlightened capitalist selves, to recognize that now we have the speed of light at our fingertips, that this is why you teach through the world, through the digital capability to reach your vibration, not just from the quantum field sense, which has its own capabilities, but directly to teach, to educate, to switch people's understanding of the material, to use the new tools of today that we are gaining in order to accelerate this process which is ongoing, in order to grab more spiritual currency, to fill our cups with fulfillment, which I think is the reason why we're here.
Correct.
And so, for me, I am a bit saddened by the 300 lakh Buddhists who are retreated to meditate, to just continue to meditate. Because that is so many people that can build a movement, that are already activated. We just went to Rishikesh where I got this, yes. And while everyone was praying, thousands of people there at the Ganga, they're all praying, and funnily enough, the prayer was with my initials, saying JJ, JJ. That made me feel almost like there's this idea that people don't have ideas, ideas have people. Through my time of trying to download and saying, give me the path, I see the path. I know the things, I know what a spear ritual looks like, to build a movement online and to continue to align people and to reteach these messages and to activate people. And now that exists, in my moments of even, that's why the Vipassana is a little bit more difficult, staying fully still, because I'm in the world, I'm a player in the world. I see the butterfly effect of my small actions of activating people. And that's, I think, the biggest teaching that can come to all the Buddhists who want, internally, who are already enlightened, trying to get more enlightenment. That's not what they need. They need to go into the world and spread it. They need to set up the camera and start competing with the attention of all the lower stuff and to pull people to the higher side. Where they're most valuable in the world is in Las Vegas, to go and display what it looks like. When that guy's not doing the slot machine. He's meditating on the street, and look how happy he is. Those are the people who need it most. Those are the people that are the darkest. And where is the light most valuable? Do you go into a absolutely bright room and say, I really need a flashlight. No. And that I think, and I made a website about this called effectivebuddhism.com,
Oh.
which said
Effective?
Buddha was an effective Buddhist. What he did was he focused his meditation to influence the outside world.
Correct. That is
He
why
got the
he gave the
crowds.
statement, Atma Deepo Bhavo, enlighten yourself. And you are the next Maitreya. Why you are worried? Bodhisattva means any individual who's helping other to enlighten is a Bodhisattva. The term Maitreya is very good. You are a Maitreya for me, I'm a Maitreya for you, he's a Maitreya for him. That is why he never said ki Buddha will come. He said Bodhisattva will come. Every being filled with compassion who wants to enlighten the other person, ki brother, you have a wick in you, you have a oil in you, just take my light and enlighten yourself.
Yes.
Why you are struggling? Why you are struggling? But I tell you a very mysterious thing of this path. Here, you don't choose the path. Here, you are chosen. If you see my past history, I think there is a possibility you won't talk to me. There is a small possibility.
I accept you.
Have you heard about Angulimal? He was a dacoit.
Yes, of course.
I had a similar path like that.
Who you are today is what matters most. Your past doesn't exist.
It was downloaded into your brain.
But when I met these people, I tell you, an incident which happened to me. There are multiple incidents. One incident I tell you. So about 2001 and 2002, I came from institute to my house. 3-4 saints were standing just below my building. Just I got down from the bike and they said, "Hello, how are you?" I said, "Fine." All of the people in the society, they were watching from their roof. So they said to me, "We want some money to have some food. We are moving towards Vaishno Devi." So I took out 100 rupees and I said, "You take this money and have a food." 3 of them were there, 3 or 4 I think. They said, "What this 100 rupee will do?" And I don't have money. They said, "You go upstairs in your room, you have 4,000 rupees in your luggage." I said, "I don't have money." They said, "You have." And I had exactly 4,000 rupees. I came down, I went up. A friend of mine was with me, Mohammed Hussain. He said to me, "Ojha sir, it's a trick." I said, "If it is a trick, I will give this money in the respect of this trick. Why I don't know this trick?" I came down, I gave them the money. They smiled, they simply smiled. They said, "Don't worry, we'll come to meet you. You don't bother, we are with you." And this has happened to me number of times. People come to me, like you people. I haven't called you. We had only one conversation. How you tell me, how does a person meet you only on one conversation? I don't. But you don't know who's coming to meet you. In a country like India, you have to be very cautious. But then, I know if anything is going to happen, a person will immediately come to me and go, "Don't go there." Either I will have a dream, or something will happen, I will immediately move towards Sri Lanka. I had a meeting with you at 3 p.m. and 12 I will have a flight. I am going to have some urgent work there and I have to leave it immediately. This happens with me. So this is a path where you don't choose. Thousands and thousands and lakhs of people come. They say, "Sir, I am suffering, sir." You are suffering because of ignorance. There is a very, I'll tell you, see the importance of Hindu religion and the way Hindu talks about philosophies. We have a god called Vishnu. Lord Vishnu. So when Samudra Mantha, you please see today's show, today's show.
Like
Today.
what you did it today?
9 p.m. I'll send you the message. Just watch it today. Possibly God has sent you to see that show.
We got front row seats to today's show.
So when the Samudra Manthan takes place, churning takes place, then Lakshmi ji comes out. She is the goddesses of wealth. Beautiful woman. And then Asuras and Devatas, they started fighting to marry her. And then she says to them, please fall in line. I'll decide whom to marry. And both of them fell in line. And then she looks into the sea and she asks both Asuras and Devatas, who is he? They're lying there. They said, he is Lord Vishnu. She said, okay. He knows I have come out. They said, yes. So he does not want to marry me. They said, no. She takes the garland and goes and puts in the neck of Lord Vishnu. But material will be only with the person like Lord Vishnu. If you want, people are running without Lakshmi. People are running behind Lakshmi ji. You run behind Lord Vishnu. You make yourself like Lord Vishnu, and Lakshmi will be your spouse. Steve Jobs, when he got affected from cancer, then he realized that he is living. It is his statement. He says, I did not realize that I was living until I was diagnosed with cancer. So, this was Indian philosophy. Don't leave anything. In India, some people will say, oh, leave your money. Why?
You don't know what you have till it's gone or going away.
If you want to be with Lakshmi ji,
with who?
The goddess of wealth, Lakshmi. If you want to be with Lakshmi, be with Vishnu.
be like a Vishnu.
Be like a Vishnu, yeah.
You want Rolls Royce just now. This is what Osho was. He did not ask for anything. He was supreme power, conscious. And people from Germany, US, used to come to him. Sir, I want to gift a plane to you, sir. The people who are not ready to give 10 rupees to a beggar, they were giving plane to him.
True.
He is a man who says in America that George Bush is a foolish man. You cannot say this to a constable in India, he'll beat you. You see his strength? You can consider him as insane. He wants to take a fuel in London. He says to the British authorities, please, I want to refuel my plane. They said, fine. We allow you to, on humanitarian grounds, we'll allow you to take the fuel, but you will not come out of the airport. And you consider yourself as the rulers of the world. You are afraid from a single man. We human beings, they are simply misguided. And I want to make a documentary on it. 5 minutes documentary. You just go and show it, that documentary in America, and everyone will see.
Let's do it today.
No, we can do it.
What's the documentary? Let's do it today.
Definitely.
We'll have editors make it up.
We can do it tomorrow. You are staying here tomorrow?
We came from Mumbai.
I can come to Mumbai tomorrow. I'll have a...
Come be our guest at a beautiful resort. It's a destination resort. It's in Navi Mumbai, so you don't have to go all the way inside either.
Okay.
And it's a beautiful place. You'll like it. We'll have a nice bedroom for you, all set up.
No, I tell you.
And it's the Patal Ganga River right behind.
Oh.
So it's like we'll have the right scenic settings for the documentary.
We'll play soccer.
There we go. Everything will be perfect.
So, 5 minutes documentary.
Yes.
Just rotate in America. Everyone will search Mr. Rashis. Yeah. Please. Where are you, Mr. Rashis? I want to meet you. A reason I tell you. The living principles are, you see, very small example. Do you see rainfall in desert? No. But when you go to equatorial forest, 0 degree, Amazon forest, every day there is a rain. You know what this message is? It's a very big philosophical message. In desert, there are no plants to give oxygen. So if you don't know to give, how you will get? If you want something, learn to give.
It is true.
In 0 degree equatorial, every day rain, because there are huge rainforests. They emit oxygen 24/7. They are giving something. So nature says thanks to them by giving them water. This is the fundamental principle. It's not written in any religious book. There is no need. God has written His philosophy on everything He has created. He says to you and me, You see sun in the morning, sir. Why don't you become like a sun? You give light to everyone. People will worship you. But we want to read books. We say knowledge is in the books. No one worships moon because moon shines on someone else's energy. Do you think anyone can stare the moon? Anyone can stare the sun? No one. You see today's youth, whether girl or guy or boy, anyone, they are begging. There is no one to love me. There is no one to respect me. Arey, you idiot. No one has seen God. But then also they go to church, temple and mosque because you know why? They are being told that God is the giver of everything. So the day you start giving the things, you also become God. So if you want anything in this world, you want love, you want affection, you want respect, start giving. Fill the bag full of money, sit in the downtown New York and take out a handful of dollars and throw it on the street and people will pounce to collect the dollars. And then you say to them, you German Shepherds, Bulldogs? And then they will say, no, Jack is not bad by heart, he's only bad by tongue. They will collect your money. They will declare you as a god. See, the wrong concepts of life, they destroy your life. They bring you into depression. A woman, who's a woman? Woman is a god on earth. And both God and woman, they like powerful people. They don't like, if you're decent, I'm decent, I wear a tie, I don't smoke, I don't use liquor. Then the woman say, idiot, then why you are born? You just imagine a person in a bed with a woman who is shy. I'll not touch it. Then that lady will say, they want someone with a very dangerous type of sting. Power. And majority guys I have seen, they simply become good in front of women. No, we don't do this. Especially we see this in India. I don't do this, I don't do that, I don't do this. And don't create a protection wire to a woman. Just give complete liberation to her. She says to you, okay, Mr. Ashish, your wife said to you, Ashish, I want to go to London for a month. Month? You go for 10 years, take 50 lakhs. She'll lie down on your feet. Because by doing this, you have shown your respect, you have seen your love, you have shown your faith. They are not behind your body. You are more important to me than your body. So you want to go to London for 10 months? You go for 10 years. Every month I'll send you $5,000, $5 lakh. And if she leaves, you come and tell me. Laws are important. No books. You see the people, how they are fighting in this world today. Muslims have Quran, Hindus have Gita, Christians have Bible. Then they are fighting also because they are not understanding those books. They are not visualizing.
Facts.
Jesus says love is God. I asked to my principal in class 12, Father, how love is God? He said, I don't know. I studied in the missionary school. So when I saw this statement, I was curious. I went to Father Movius, I said, Father, how love is God? He said, I don't know. You get out from here. Every time you come and ask a question, love is God. We had a badge on a tie and there it was written, love is God. And then one day, I was talking on a phone to someone. I was sitting on a rickshaw, manual rickshaw. You must have seen in Delhi and all. And I was talking to someone and I was saying, Jesus says love is God. How love is God? And then that rickshaw wala turned to me and said, Bhaiya, I'll tell you how love is God. I said, you? He said, yes. I said, you're joking. He said, no, Bhaiya, I'll tell you. And he stopped his rickshaw and you know what he said to me? He said, when you hate people, they sit in your head. And when multiple people are sitting in your head, you cannot worship, you cannot meditate, you cannot study. But when you don't hate anyone, your concentration level goes to the infinite level. Hatred is an obstacle in the development of human consciousness. Love is a fuel. You just think, you're sitting for meditation, you don't hate anyone. where your mind will run. But if you hate, you close your eyes. Muslims are not good. Protestants are not good. These Christians, these Jews, my neighbor, my relative, how you will meditate? 70% of your mind is occupied by hatred.
We're gonna change that.
You want something?
Love.
So basically I tell you, one more thing. See, it's about to be 5. This is theory of relativity. We have gone into another domain.
It's true.
Time has run away.
It's true.
Matlab, just see the magic, miracle which is happening here. No one is bothered. Neither you watch your watch, neither he is watching.
I wouldn't do anything in the world except for this right now. There's nothing in this
I
planet.
believe you. Your actions speak louder than your words.
There you go.
4 people, different areas, different names. They are sitting together and talking for 1 hour without any introduction about each other.
That's right.
I don't know your name also. I know only his name and his name. I haven't asked what is your name.
Bhavya.
Okay. See the miracle. No one is bothered. He was sitting there, he came here. And no one is in hurry. No one is hungry.
True. We're getting our souls fulfilled. How can we be hungry?
Have you been to Varanasi? No. Why don't you?
It's your hometown. You have to now. I mean, you just learned about your origin story from Ojha sir. Your origin was in Varanasi. You think it was in Arizona. It wasn't. It was in Varanasi. Way before you ever heard of. Way before Columbus even probably sailed the ocean blue. And so you must explore your roots through Varanasi. He's very confident and clear that your roots go through Varanasi.
You should go there. You should take him to Varanasi. Just go there.
He's from Mathura, so he knows the religious
Bhavya,
circle.
you please take him to Varanasi.
That is your job, Bhavya.
And I tell you,
I need to
especially.
find an ashram.
No.
No, he'll tell you where to go.
I'll tell you.
Don't worry, you'll get the text message where to go. You don't need to worry about
See,
it.
I tell you, you are American. He's an American citizen. No one in this world can touch you. You have an American passport. The most powerful passport in the world. Once you disappear from the radar, all our houses will be turned into a baseball ground.
It's
Where is
unfortunately,
Jack?
it's true.
I have to search you and tell them, Bhaiya, here is Jack.
It's true.
That is why we always are proud of our nation.
Yes.
Family, nation. After Modi ji came into power, Indian passport also became strong.
Yes.
100%.
Where we go, we get respect.
Definitely.
They are coming from India.
Yes.
This is a major change
Yes.
with the coming of Mr. Modi,
Yeah.
which I have seen when I'm going out. Well, people simply, Indian, don't touch.
Have some respect now.
Exactly.
Yep.
See,
More to come.
every
We're going to bring it.
Flip it.
So I will take him to Varanasi, especially to Manikanka Ghat. There is a famous ghat, Manikanka Ghat. I'll write you, I'll text you. And then you go to Sakteshgarh Ashram, Maharajji's ashram, that 98-year-old man which I'm talking about. So there is a possibility that he may call you. There is a possibility. If he gets connected with you, he'll immediately say, oh yaar, Jack bhai, tu kidhar tha yaar?
You Jack bro?
He'll immediately
See
say,
him again.
ki, come, oh yaar. So possibly he will call you as a Jairam. Your Indian past name of Jack. So you just go to his ashram, stay there for a day or two, have some prasadas and all those things. And if he talks to you, it's very good. If he doesn't talk to you, then you can come back. So, but I'll say you go there and stay there for a day or a two. It's a 50 kilometers from Varanasi. So I'll tell you, some people are there who will help you to go to the ashram. But stay for a day in Varanasi. and especially Manikanka Ghat in the evening where the thousands of dead bodies are burning and saints are meditating, tantrics are doing the tantric activities. Well, when you go and see there, you'll be shocked. Oh my God.
Seems like a life-changing experience.
Thousands of dead bodies are burning, thousands. That is why it is said in India that if you die in Varanasi, you will get heaven. Ghat means the destination. So you have certain ghats. So one ghat is which will explain you about life and death, Manikanka Ghat. Then Harishchan Ghat, where you will be taught truth. Then Dashrath Ghat, where you will be taught about the 10 senses. So every ghat has a relevance and ideology. And then the Lord Mahadev, the eternal body of this universe. And you have to go and you have to say, bow down in front of him, boss, I'm also here, I want your blessing. And if he gets happy with you, he'll hold your hand. Someone will hold your hand in Varanasi. Oh, Jack, where are you going? Here people, you don't have to introduce yourself. Here are so miraculous people. And you won't believe. When you see them, a person comes to you and says, oh, Jack, how are you? How do you know me? I'll tell you where you live in Arizona and all. He'll give you every data about you. So when Curzon came to India, Lord Curzon, so he said India is a land of sockers and jugglers. This was his first statement. But then he met Saint Kinaram Baba. And that was his life-changing experience. Kinaram Baba was coming from Calcutta to Varanasi. He was going from Varanasi to Calcutta. And both of them met in Rajapur district, a small district near Varanasi. And then Curzon said, the cavalcade of Curzon, they said to Baba, Baba, leave the path, Viceroy is coming. Baba said, I am also Viceroy, go and tell him. So his officers came to Curzon and said, sir, that person is saying, I am also Viceroy. Curzon was a very well-read man. He knew about Indian saints. So he said, Acha. So he said, go and ask him to give some evidence. I have evidence, my ID card, given by British government. Which ID card he is having? So Baba started smiling. And then Baba said to Curzon, how much days will take you to reach Calcutta? He said 11 days. He said, you go there, I'll give you the ID card there. After 11 days, Curzon reaches to Calcutta. And when he reaches to Viceroy Palace, his officers come and said to him, sir, for the past 11 days, a person is coming to meet you, sir. He's the saint. Curzon said, Acha, tomorrow when he comes, ask him to meet you. So next day when that saint came and Curzon was informed, he comes out and Kinaram Baba was standing there. Curzon said, how you came here? Then he said, don't worry, I'll tell you. Then he gives another statement which is very famous. He says, East is a university where a scholar never gets a degree. Two statements. One, India is a land of sockers and jugglers. Second, East is a university where a scholar never gets a degree. Lord Curzon, very famous governor general, very famous governor. So, India is the future of this world. And Indians have to take and this will happen only in the alliance with the West. Well, some people from here.
What's happening right here as I see it?
Bridge.
It's happening right here.
Some people from here, some people, they have to ally. And,
Hollywood to Hollywood.
Oh, there you go.
And then that what you call Sangam, the meeting of the two oceans.
Yes.
And then definitely there are people who are suffering, they are waiting for someone to give them the right path and to give them the light, because once you are in darkness is existential. Darkness is not existence, it's existential. There's a difference between the term existence and existential. Existential means it is, but you cannot prove. If you switch off all the lights, there will be a darkness in this room. And if I ask you, Mr. Bhav, you bring some darkness from this room to outside, you won't be able to bring it. So the only way to remove darkness is through light. Once you switch on the light, the darkness goes. This is what is required in the present world. Because people are unnecessarily suffering. Those who don't have, they are suffering, it is accepted. Those who have, when a person, what you want, there's a lady in my friend's colleague, she's having a house on a hilltop somewhere in California. And the cost of her house is around 80 crores. And she wants peace. They are living in an 80 crore house. She wants peace. She says, I'm not getting sleep. I feel fear. I feel something I'm losing here. So there should be someone who has to take the responsibility on the orders of the master, not before that. You cannot go, I cannot go by myself. You have to, that is why I am saying to you, go and meet the master is sitting there in Sakteja. And there is a possibility that you all should go. You take a direct flight from here, Mumbai to Varanasi, and there I'll arrange the things. People will come to you and they'll take you. Or you can go by your own also. Simply when you come down from the airport, there are hundreds of cabs there.
We know exactly what to do.
You simply say to a cab key, I want to go
Just
to
let us the destination text it, that's all.
Yes. What they'll do, they'll see he's a foreigner, they'll take 500 extra, nothing more than that. Nothing more than that. They'll see more money, oh, very beautiful. So what?
Monopoly money.
So what? So it's not a big thing. When people take money from you, they become indebted to you.
Karmic debt.
Don't worry. If someone, like you said just now, people came to me by seeing my wealth and all, don't worry. If they have taken your wealth, in the next life, they'll become donkey and they'll serve you. Anyone who takes your money.
I gotta figure out if I've taken money from anyone. So I don't want to be the one's donkey.
No, if you take money from someone, I tell you 100%. I tell you, see, there are certain things, when you see them, I used to think also when I was a young man, today also I'm a young man, but when I was much younger, I used to think woman is an enjoy. The number of women I get, but I'm thanks to Almighty, this ignorance. When I see women today, I simply bow down my head. It's not the duty of a woman to cover herself. It's the duty of the man to bow down their head. Why she will cover? She's energy. She's a power. She's a god. And husband should be like Lord Shiva. He consumes poison. Kuber is his devotee, the lord of wealth. And you cannot buy a golden necklace for her in your husband. Shiva burns down Kamdeva. Kamdeva is a god of sex, according to Hindu mythology. When Kamdeva comes to ignite Lord Shiva, he opens the eyes and burns him. This shows that sexual relation is not important for Lord Shiva. That is love. He has eternal love for Mama. See? Kuber is his devotee. He takes out inside the venom. He burns Kamdeva. He sits in meditation for years and years and years. And you cannot sit for 5 minutes and you want a woman. She'll beat you. That is why all husbands are crying in this way. My woman is torturing me. You are exploiting her, that's why she is torturing you. She is nothing to you more than a body. Every time she comes closer to you, you start playing with her body. She will not feel bad. You just imagine, someone comes to you, every moment you go and sit with the person, he starts playing with your body. He touches your hair, he touches your... Arey bhaiya, I am also a human being. You cannot give respect to a woman. Every month she suffers from a pain because of menstruation. If a lady is standing in a public transport, it's a duty of every male to stand up. She'll not go and tell Jack, I'm suffering from menstruation, please give me the seat. It's the duty of the jack to do it. So, the final thing is you have to only open your eyes. This one. That is why Hindus came out with the image of Lord Shiva with the third eye. It makes you visionary. If sex would have been a matter of happiness, every prostitute in this world would have prayed to God, God, in every life I want to become a prostitute. Go and talk to the prostitutes, how painful is their life. Someone gives you $500 to Jack, and says, put down your clothes, I'll play with your body. Just imagine what will happen to you. So meditation says, don't do anything, open your eyes. This one. And this eyes will be closed, only these two will be, this eye will be open only when these two are closed. And this eye will be open when, this is the most important. This eye will be open only when this eye is closed, plus. Only when your mind stops murmuring. Before that, your third eye will never be open.
Floodlight. I feel like there needs to be a better name than floodlight. Like spotlight's good because you're shining your light, and then it makes sense. You can't find the light while searching for it using your light because you're not letting it come to you. But floodlight is still the act of you emanating outwards. It kind of needs to be the opposite of a floodlight. It's the recipient of all light. Become a black hole. Don't let the light escape. Black hole of consciousness. But that doesn't sound too good.
Of course. Of course. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
हाँ ये वाले कौन है तुम लोग ठीक है निकल अच्छा मतलब पानी है ना पीने के लिए वो वाला ORS वाला
What have you learned?
Meditate and understand your soul.
Do you understand your soul?
I'm trying to.
I say yes.
Yes.
हाँ
I think you just say yes.
Yes.
चलो पहुँचो हॉस्पिटल
You know?
Yeah. It's way more deeper. I need to meditate.
हम आ जाए क्या दिल्ली को
Yes. That's important.
Yes.
चलो हॉस्पिटल पहुँचो
Same.
Yes.
We'll add it into the routine, huh? Morning meditations.
Definitely.
Go to the river.
I guess meditation can be done in the
No eating until meditation. New requirement. Someone tries, Ashish comes and tries to eat, we say, have you done your meditation today?
So you people will be leaving for Bombay
First, before food, soul food. Yes.
You people will be leaving for Bombay today
yeah.
You're from Arizona
Yep. And I went to California.
हाँ yes
You?
I'm from a city very close to Varanasi, Prayagraj. It's a town famous for the meeting of three rivers in India. Sangam, it is called as Sangam. So Prayagraj was an educational center from ancient times. और कुछ चाहिए? Anything else?
One chai for me.
No, you should eat something, yeah. Do one thing. You bring some.
It is
biryani.
recording, right? You check.
Yeah, you bring some veg biryani. Veg all will eat, huh? You want non-veg?
You eat non-veg, sir? Do you eat non-veg?
I will not take now because I've just taken.
Yeah.
But you take non-veg?
Just we have some chicken appetizers, just some chicken that, huh? No carbohydrates, just what chicken what?
Chicken chili.
Is it very spicy?
No, it will be mild.
Mild spicy? You okay with that? Yeah, just get an order, man. And Bhavya, what do you want? Paneer? You got paneer tikka?
Yes, I will do.
Paneer tikka. And what about you?
You bring me
Some sandwiches like that?
mushroom as well.
Yes, sir.
Roasted.
And you want biryani?
No, no, I don't know.
You don't biryani. Okay. And chai for me, anyone else for any kind of beverage?
No, no.
Water please. And yeah. Thank you, sir. I think one of the things that we must do is
Run an ashram.
Huh?
Activate
Will go Varanasi.
viral ashram, viral spirituality, spread the light to the world.
But definitely, if we are meeting today, there is a cause.
There is a cause.
bigger cause.
Yes.
Because this is what you call cosmic arrangement.
Yes.
Otherwise,
Is it cosmic arrangement or alignment? There's a distinction.
there is a distinction between alignment
Both.
and. See, it's a. Today we are aligned. Tomorrow we will be arranged. So once we get, it was an alignment today.
Right.
So we just met and we are checking each other's frequency and all.
Yes.
So once the frequency matches, so arrangement will be okay.
I get it.
So that is the point.
Insight alert.
Ah, yes, yes.
Nice.
So people, when they don't understand, then they say this world is an illusion. No, no, no. Ignorance. There is nothing illusion in this world. But money is for necessity.
Illusions are an illusion.
Prosperity.
If you are prosper from inside, you will be prosper from outside. But if you are prosper only from inside, you will be a beggar from inside, and that beggary will be the cause of your misery.
The greatest way to let the inside prosper is to give the gift of your inside. To give yourself. And you get more of yourself. It's very cool.
You tell me, a person from India goes to US and people of America settle Rajneeshpuram for him. Who was guiding them? Rajneeshpuram, a city was constructed by the followers of Acharya Rajneesh for him. Koregaon. The replica of Goregaon.
That's right.
Koregaon. It's a Koregaon here, it's a Oregon there. And the way people used to be, I heard him saying that I think a Polish journalist asked him, you consider yourself as God? He said, oh my God, there is no God. God is the outcome of the fear of human being. And then he explains and people start listening. Actually, Western mind after Renaissance from 15th century, Europe after 1453 when Istanbul was occupied, Constantinople, then these Italian intellectuals, they spread in entire Europe. And they started spreading the sense of inquiry. Don't be a blind follower. Understand, then follow. And this became the parameter of the Western education. So if 100 Nobel Prizes has been given, 98 has gone to the West. Especially Jews. You see, Muslims, they say no sense of inquiry is required. Whatever Allah has said is final. Correct. Absolutely correct. Whatever Allah has said is final. But Allah's saying is deciphered by your people. Your Maulana, they decipher, they explain. So which explanation is correct? That you have to find out. So at least a person, not Allah, but some eligibility of talking to Allah. Like Prophet Moses. He was the prophet who should directly talk to Allah. Everyone cannot read the book written by Allah. Everyone cannot read the book written by a human being. Books are alive. They don't entertain dead minds. When people come to me, I have a very good thing to check if mind is alive or not. I give them a book. Read. And if books are not entertaining me, you will feel sleepy. You give a book to someone, And if the book is not talking to you, you'll feel sleepy. But the moment the book starts talking to you, you will never understand when 4 hours are gone, 5 hours are gone. And when you will come to the last page, you'll see, correct? Last page has come. Then this sense of inquiry led to geographical discoveries. These Spanish and these Portuguese, they said no, you right. We'll enter into the sea and we'll find out what is beyond the sea. And then the search started: America, South America, Africa, Australia. Then the era of enlightenment comes. Rousseau. Karl Marx. Karl Marx. Before Karl Marx, these common people, they never knew why they are poor. Even if they knew also, if anyone knew also, and he tried to tell someone, he was killed by the state.
Do you write?
I?
Yes.
No.
It would be interesting to take all of your speeches and then you can auto-create a book. The AI will digest everything you said. And to read your own book that you didn't write, but you did write. Your soul read it. And it wrote back. We're building the mirror. The outer world and the inner world are connecting.
I have narrated the entire story of India in Hindi.
And the real story, not the CBSE and
No,
CRD story,
no.
that I went through the pain
No.
and misery.
No,
Yes.
real. Actually, Indian education system. Have you seen that movie 3 Idiots?
Yes.
If ever my people will come into power, I'll give Bharat Ratna to Amir Khan.
Why?
Rancho is a excellent model of education. The first thing a student should have, simplified concepts. Chaturlingam, he's a complex man. When the teacher asks the definition of machine, Rancho gives a simple definition. Reduces human effort, serve chain up and down. You see India's students, they're not like Rancho model. They are like Chaturlingam model.
100%.
They mug up everything.
I just had a really interesting insight. As AI does take all of the knowledge jobs, which is the memorization, which is what it's attacking, the real human education is on the spiritual quotient, which in a sense is your ability to avoid extractive capitalism. A lot of the things that are built will get even stronger. The AI girlfriends, the porn, custom porn of exactly whoever girl you want, you just upload her face. It creates a video of you and her, you can watch that. And so the strongest teaching will be how to learn to avoid the strong whys, to find the deeper sense of utilizing the greater tools.
Correct.
So
See, you can do one
it
thing.
becomes a necessity to educate the spiritual aspect.
Definitely, spiritualism is the need of the hour. Otherwise-
Capitalism becomes enlightened.
Exactly. In this period of time, when AI is becoming dominant, many people will commit suicide.
Until we do something before.
Well, that's why, and we gave our bracelets away last night. I need another one.
Yeah.
Maybe I have one in my bag. So you've heard of doomsday prepper. That is the thing that I've created the opposing term for, bloomsday prepper.
Oh,
We believe in the positive. We believe that there's not going to be a doomsday, which everyone is prepared
All we
for.
need for the people to avoid them committing suicide is the coordination path, is a path of bloom, is a hope, is the idea that we can bloom as long as we try. That's it. Now the existential dread turns into existential bliss, where we say, it's great that people are finally getting scared, because finally when we have some aspect of caring for something greater, the search happens. And what becomes even more valuable than ever is the people who can make sure that those who are getting existentially accelerated have a pathway for that to turn not into, dread, hope,
100%.
detachment, but there's community, support, excitement. Wow, it's happening. We're in the age of the sage where all of the past stories are coming to light. It's no longer we just need to dream of the golden age, but we're witnessing the creation of it before us. We are the conspirators of it.
I have many documentaries in my mind. One of them is Americans today, majority, especially young children. Oh,
Not that down.
I've seen the condition of America today. I met many American children, mainly Indians, those who have become the citizen of America. I asked them, do you know anything about America? They said it's a powerful country. No, I said, do you know anything about the past? So I was planning to make a documentary movie of 10 minutes in diagrams, not more than that, only 10 minutes. In flowcharts, you will explain the story of America from 1600 AD to 1991. And I hope once it gets, because parents, everyone wants to tell their students, their children, what America was. We have to revive back the glory of America. See, past glory will be revived only when past achievements and contributions will be explained to the people. 10 minutes. I have created it in my mind. I was planning, basically, there are people from this,
I've been also thinking about this idea of 5-minute, 10-minute video. That is, I think there's a few key aspects to add into it to basically make it a movement. We had a pandemic, which was the physical world, a bad thing that we spread to each other. What we need is a prodemic, which is to take our human spirit and to spread that, and for it to be like a virus, going from one of you, 300 more, spread. And that can reach the entire world. That can spread a movement. It can spread an idea even. The prodemic idea itself of saying, take this documentary. If you don't think it's good enough to share with everyone in your network, at least there must be something that is. So create your own, or edit this, make it better, mutate the virus.
why liquor is so much acceptable in the society? Because it does not take time to show its power. You don't have to explain the importance, what is liquor. You simply say to a person, you take one part. And once he takes inside, but meditation, everyone does not accept.
It's difficult.
It's not difficult. It's very easy.
It's not as easy as liquor.
No.
It doesn't make someone
I tell
profit
you.
as easily,
I
so
tell
it's
you.
less sold.
I tell you, it's more easy than liquor. You bring me 10 people of your choice. Only 10.
I'll go find them.
And give me 10 minutes with them. And by the blessing of my master, they'll immediately say, "Arey, this is meditation." You know what you have to do? This is what I'm going to disclose a very big secret to all of you. So, Jack is like, tell me. I'll tell you. Nothing to worry. I don't know which energy is working right now. If you succeed in cutting off the thought of a person, if you succeed in cutting off a person from his thought, he will go into ecstasy. Not clear. What liquor does, when it goes inside, it slows down the thought process. So after 3 packs, if a person is more in misery, he'll take entire bottle. He's not having any taste in the liquor. He simply wants to stop his thought.
Okay.
And finally when he sinks, then he stops. This if you can do without liquor, person will never be able to leave you. You did not get me. No.
I think I'm getting you, but I need more clarity because this is a deep secret you're just mentioning
I tell
that
you.
has many.
See, a person is sitting in a bar. His wife has dissed him. His son has run away with all his money. His parents are ill. He is suffering from chronic cancer. And he wants to die. And all this has happened to him because of ignorance. You know what is the biggest quality of God? He serves good and evil equally. We don't do it. If four of us are sitting, this man came here, and you come to know he's a cheater, he's a fraud, he's a liar, he's a criminal,
What's that, man?
then you will immediately say, you please go away from me. All of us will say, yes or no?
Yes.
But you see God, everyone gets food every day. There is a possibility, please say, there is a possibility that a criminal may be getting a very good food. This is the biggest quality of God. No expectation from anyone. We are sitting, we are enjoying. We are having food, that too in a 5-star hotel.
Happiness equals reality minus expectations.
And this should be a gratitude towards Almighty. Kya hai yaar? Such a good food. But we mean gratitude means Mr. Ashish comes and says to Avadh Ojha, ki Ojha sir, I am giving you Mercedes top. Then I will say, thank you Mr. Ashish. He has given you time. We classify the things to give gratitude to someone. So, if you want to, this was the biggest thing which Acharya understood. Cut off the person from the thought. Now, you called 100 people, they are sitting in the hall, and then you started your process of cutting them off from the thought. Only 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes, once your thought is cut off from you, your body becomes calm. You get rest, you want to sleep. And this is psychology says hypnotism.
This is mind control.
This
They're
is,
addicted to you after that.
yeah, this is science says hypnotism, psychology. Psychology is a modern science. Psychology is a modern science. Western, what these people are doing, there was a Western psychologist, Emmanuel Coué. Majority people know only the name of Sigmund Freud. Emmanuel Coué. What he used to do, anyone suffering from chronic disease used to invite that person and used to say, I'll cure you. And what he used to do, he used to ask the person to lie down, cover his face, and then he used to say, repeat that I am healthy, I have no disease, I am healthy. But for how many times that person will repeat? He'll get bored after 5 minutes. The majority of people used to run away. But those who crossed it for 2 hours, they got cured.
Affirmation.
Because once this thought went into your subconscious mind, the thoughts start working.
Roots.
Wise words. Mind control. I just learned mind control today.
Change your context window.
Mind, you see your mind, he'll become your slave. You just see him, he'll become your slave. He is your master till you are not seeing him. Means, I tell you how. A woman is passing by and you just stared at a woman, started checking his body shape, and you have given open hand to your mind and he's enjoying. Oh, if I get her for a night, oh yeah, this. And then your conscious comes back and holds your mind. One among them is your mother also. You want her also? And that is called Hosh. awakening. And then your mind rushes back and says, sorry. This continuous and rigorous practice is called as sadhana.